Good morning. So, you may be wondering why I'm here in front of you all today holding a stuffed animal. Well, this is India. I received India when I was 7 after I had to leave South Africa. She was given to me by one of my closest friends as a way to always remember her and our friendship and to never forget all the memories we had created together. Now, I moved back to Italy in the summer of 2014. I remember sitting on my Hello Kitty covered bed, and yes, I said Hello Kitty, I was obsessed. And I was sitting there when my mom walks in. Now consider that they had just come back from South Africa because they had gone to collect all our remaining belongings that they couldn't carry back because traveling with 3 kids, you might all know that's complicated. So they came back, and I was just sitting there on my Hello Kitty covered bed in our house in Verona when my mom walks in and is like, "Oh, Ginevra, India's mom texted us and asked us to take this back with you." Now, first I see this cute brown-haired bear, and I was dying with excitement because I remembered how India had always told me since we were best friends that this bear meant so much to her. It was one of her favorite stuffed animals. I felt honored to be able to hold on to this precious bear that she had given me. So, from that day, I brought my bear with me every time that I traveled. She was extremely special to me, and I still hold on to my bear every day, and when I move, I will be taking her with me. So, now that I've exposed my sentimental side, let's get back to the sad stuff. When I left South Africa, I was devastated, yes, a 7-year-old devastated child, because I had to let go and lose contact with all the close friends I had, and I had grown up here pretty much because I can't remember anything past the age of 4. So I had to lose contact with all the friends I had, all the memories, all the people I had met. Now, India, the person, and the bear has always been incredibly special to me. Some of you could possibly relate to this, but maybe too embarrassed to say that you too hold on to a special, well, for me it's a stuffed toy, but it could be an object or something that was given to you by a loved one. Well, India has great meaning to me. She brings back amazing memories, some good ones and sometimes some not so good ones. So I do ask myself, is this good for me? Am I holding on to the past in some way? Do these memories hurt me in any way? Especially the negative ones, not the positive ones. So do we all do this in some way? Hold on to the past and don't allow ourselves to move forward as we're supposed to and be the best that we can and should be. Now, why do we hold on to the past? Why is it so difficult to let go of experiences that have caused us so much harm and pain? People are always feeling hurt. They're always feeling betrayed, not feeling as if they are worth it. But these sentimental items that you hold on to should bring you happiness and good memories. And that's how most people feel. I feel that way, at least. I don't know about you. So, when you're holding on to these objects, does that remind you negatively of the past? Does it stop you from growing as a person and being the best person that you can be? Now, people tend to stick to what they know, because knowing what to expect is reassuring. At least with the current pain that you are feeling, you know what to expect and have learned strategies on how to cope with these feelings. Coping mechanisms such as understanding what you're feeling, connecting with your emotions, or also just acknowledging that you are safe. Because always remember that the past can hold you back in life, hurt your present, and ruin your future. Now, a painful past can leave you feeling empty and lost. Reliving memories and never getting closure to the situation can be part of the bigger issue to face because you've already been damaged and the damage has already been made. The most common thing is for people to find someone or something to blame all their problems on or all their issues. The blame game can be a burden, especially because you feel as if someone owes you an apology, but you may never get that apology. Maybe the person that caused you this pain doesn't believe that it was their fault. And so they blame it all on you. So it's basically just blaming each other. So one of the hardest things in life is to accept an apology you will never get, or forgive who hurt you. Letting go is a hard task. We tend to hold on to things and bottle up our emotions with no outlets. So why do we do this? Why do we keep holding on to the past, even knowing how bad it hurts? It's like snatching a security blanket away from a little kid, or ripping a Band-Aid off an open wound. Ouch, that hurts. So these things aren't easy to do, and that's the dilemma. Letting go is never an easy thing to do. Letting go of the past also means stepping into the unknown. It means having the courage to let go of what is familiar, even if it's negative, and being vulnerable enough to embrace and learn from what's coming ahead. Everyone here has an inner critic. Now, your inner critic tries to protect you, or at least that's what it seems. Your inner critic uses your fear of the unknown to protect you, saying, you better not take any risks. You don't know what's out there. You're hurting so much already, what if you get hurt again? One of the biggest questions you ask yourself. So many of us believe that our pain protects us. And I mean, it's a simple idea. If I hold on to the painful experiences, I can stop it from happening again. So after traumatic experiences, you've already had these horrible things burned into your mind, and you're already barely functioning with everything that's going on. It's a constant reminder of what happened and the pain it brought you. It'd be unbearable to go through it all over again. So you put immense pressure on your shoulders and be extra vigilant. And again, your inner critic says, I could never forgive myself if it happened again. It would be all my fault. There are times when holding on to the past doesn't only affect you, but also others. You want to punish the person that brought you harm. When something bad happens in your life, it can accumulate anger, not only pain. When something unfortunate happens, the person who harmed you may not care how you feel. They may even refuse to admit what they did and blame it on you instead. Their arrogance can make your head explode, so you try to harm them back. You do exactly what they did to you, or you try ignoring them or being rude, or just try cause them harm, blaming them for everything that could have happened. But punishing the perpetrator doesn't make you feel good in the long run. It feels good in the moment, but reinforces your pain in the long run. You end up giving your power away and keeping yourself chained. So, forgiveness. When someone you care about hurts you, you can hold on to anger, resentment, and thoughts of revenge, or embrace forgiveness and move forward. Who hasn't been hurt by the words or actions of another? I personally don't know anyone. Perhaps a parent constantly criticized you growing up. Your partner in a project didn't do their side of the work. Or your partner had an affair, in extreme cases. Or even you just had a horrible experience that has been burned into your mind. Now, these wounds can leave you with lasting feelings of anger and bitterness, sometimes even vacance. If you don't practice forgiveness, you will never be able to embrace peace, hope, gratitude, and joy. Consider how forgiveness can lead you to being more happy as a person. Holding on to resentment can sour you and keep you from finding peace. When you can't forgive, your emotional wounds can't heal, and I think we've all come to terms with that, or at least we should have. When you forgive, you're not saying that what someone did was okay. You're just deciding to let go of the burden of stuck-up and unresolved issues or problems, and just coming to terms with yourself. Doesn't mean you're coming to terms with them. You're just accepting what happened and acknowledging that, sure, it may not have been your fault, it may have been your fault, that doesn't matter. The past is in the past already. So, Now I look back at India, and I wonder, have I been making the right decision holding on to her and keeping her so close? For me personally, I have. India brings back so many great memories to me. She brings back a lot of joy and amazing experiences I've had as a kid growing up. But this isn't personally about me, it's about you. That object that you hold on to, does that affect you in any way? Do you feel as if it brings you down as a person? Or if it blocks you from moving on from the experiences that have happened? If so, then you have a decision to make. Either you can acknowledge what happened, come to terms with it, and then consider to keeping your object. If not, it's time to just let go. Because always remember that the past can hold you back in life, hurt your present, and ruin your future. Thank you.